Hi everyone, my name is Grace and welcome to PPWP. If you haven't seen the last tip, have a click on the link below and have a listen. But this week I'm going to share a little bit about my journey on dealing with anxiety. I'm sure a lot of people will probably be watching these vlogs are probably thinking I'm a full out kind of extrovert who loves being around people and everything. But the reality is, I'm not a full extrovert. I think I'm like probably maybe 40-60%, but I don't particularly like being around a lot of people. I'm not particularly good at being in front of a lot of people. That's something I've had to literally grow into, and I've spoken at events as well, which is crazy, so that's been a huge kind of achievement for myself, which I'm really proud of. I remember when I first kind of realised I'm not really good with crowds is having to go to networking events. I remember my first event and I got in there and the room was relatively small and it was packed. So I got there, my breathing was just going out of whack. I was thinking, oh my gosh, why are there so many people in here? What the heck am I doing here? But I could have decided to turn around, walk out and go home, and knowing my personality is that something that I would do and I have no shame in it. But I said to myself, no, this is something that I have to conquer. So literally, I just took my time. I went to the bathroom, sat down, just did my breathing exercises, and I said, I'm gonna do this. And I went outside, put a smile on, and I totally just went and networked the heck out of that room. And nobody would have ever known that that's what was going on with me at the time. And sometimes I think on the journey of, let's say, business or just life in general, you just have to fake it till you make it. And I've had to do a lot of faking to get to the position of where I am now, to even be doing these talks and allowing people to see a bit of myself. So it's taken a lot, but I am living proof that if you stick to it, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. And not to say I still don't have like anxiety attacks. If I have to make a big decision, sometimes I freak out and just have general anxiety. And also, with being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of instability, and that sometimes causes me a lot of anxiety, and it's something that I kind of deal with very often. But at the end of the day, I've made a decision to say to myself that I'm not going to allow this to defeat me. If I allow it to take lead role in what I want to achieve, I'll never get anywhere. And I guess if from another perspective it's my why is stronger than my inadequacies or the challenges that I deal with maybe on a day-to-day basis. So my why, again, is something that carries me to kind of keep going. I'm not no doctor or anything, but I'm just speaking from the perspective of my personal experience. Is you yourself know what you need to do to break that barrier that stops you from doing the things that you want to do. So every time you have that, let's say, anxiety creep up, you know that's a negative emotion, so you have to do something positive to counteract it. You know yourself, so make that commitment to keep fighting against it, and it will get easier. It will genuinely get easier, and I know this is like easier said than done, but I'm living proof right now that it will get easier. You just have to keep going. So the tip for this week is, no matter what you're dealing with, whatever, let's say, mental health situation that you're dealing with, get some help if you need some help. Follow the instructions of your doctors and your counselors or whatnot, but you also know what you need to do to get to the other side, and persist. Just keep persisting. So that's the tip for this week. Just keep going no matter what. As always, like, share and comment. Now these videos are bi-weekly, so the next one is not next week but the week after. Subscribe onto the channel to get notifications, and I will see you soon.